Welcome and welcome back to the channel for some of you. I've gone through a bit of a name change with the channel. I think it lines up a bit more with what I'm doing these days. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything. I've now moved more into the side-by-side stuff, working on a new build, the Maverick R, which I'll touch on after and show you what that's all about. But the Skyline is gone, that's no longer. My interests lie in off-road now. So if you liked the build stuff that I did with the Skyline though, it's much the same, just adapted to off-road. If you want to follow along, keep subscribing, keep watching. If it's not for you, understandable. I've also started doing a few more of the graphics things, trying to work that out myself. I bought a printer, gonna do some of the dirt bike graphics on the buggy, so that's been a bit of a learning curve. I've always previously done them, but it's just on an old plotter that just cuts them out, layer up the stickers. It's a bit clunky and could never do the things I wanted to do with the designs. So that'll be an interesting part of the journey. Follow along with that if you're interested. Understandable that the Skyline's not around anymore. If you're only here following for that, I'm sorry to say it's gone. Feel free to follow along for the new stuff if you like my kind of content. We will be focusing more on the builds, probably more of updates as I go along. If anyone's filmed anything and tried to build something at the same time, you'd know just everything takes 3 times longer. What I'll try to do, and I don't want the race program to suffer, so I'll try and do some build stuff, give updates along the way, maybe show what I've done as I've done it rather than as I'm doing it. That way you can sort of see why I've done it and it won't sort of hinder my process. Apart from that, we'll go have a look at the Maverick R that I've got a hold of, and it's pretty well stock form at the moment, but we'll start stripping it down soon and follow along for the build if you're interested. There we have it, the new Maverick R, the new race build project. Can't wait to take this thing out for a test run and see how it goes. First drive of the new Maverick R out here. So far, super impressed. It has got the tune. Feels super quick. My mate out there in his X3 at the moment, we had a couple of drag races. It is slightly quicker, as you'd expect with the tune and whatnot. Stock for stock, be interesting, but it corners way better, drives way better. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to with the auto box. I didn't use the paddles, I just stick it in auto, but getting used to driving it to suit that. So can't wait to get this thing race ready and then see how we go with it. Time to give this thing a clean salt shift, that's what we use. They supported me last season. Hopefully they can continue on, we'll continue the partnership with them, but apart from that, the stuff's good, it works great. Hose it on, away you go, mud lifts straight off. The thing I love though is the dry off towel that they do. I used to use a chamois, bit of a nightmare. There's a lot going on in here. Slap this thing on, drag it off, it comes up pretty dry every time. So jump on the website, have a look at their stuff, support the guys that support us, keep us racing. There we are, all nice and clean, ready to go back in the workshop, pull this thing apart, I'll work out a bit of a plan of attack on what we're going to do first, but follow along for the next episodes and see how we go with it.